I got fired from Popeyes for using the women's restroom. Me! Me!
Hey guys, here we go again. Welcome back to another video. Well, since the situation that took place in Minnesota, amongst other things of course, there is video after video after video just on X alone. I have not even been on TikTok, so what I'm gonna do today for a little change, it's mid-afternoon on a Saturday, I'm just gonna float on X and I'm just gonna find videos and I'm just gonna record on the spot and see how many I can come up with before the day is over and just make a few videos out of them, because it seems to me that they're just gonna give me endless content here. So with that being said, let's get into it.
Let me make something abundantly clear in case anyone takes the content that I just made and the rage that I'm feeling and the context and uses it to twist it into their rhetoric. Fuck Trump and his entire administration. Fuck anyone who supports him. Fuck anyone who prioritizes the well-being of weapons over children. You cannot say that you are pro-life and that abortion is murder while this is happening. You can't say it at all because it's not up to you. But children are getting shot in schools. Murder is murder. Did you know that? That's murder. Mass murder. It's pretty bad. Where's your rage? Where are your signs? At what point do you stop caring?
Unpopular opinion. If you have a credit card and you hate people who ask for handouts, you are a person asking for a handout. A credit card is somebody else's money. So for all you right-wingers who are all, oh, stop giving people handouts. If you have a credit card, you're a hypocrite. Yeah. Go look in a mirror.
If the one thing happens that everybody is talking about this morning and hopeful for, I think I will reconsider this whole religion and God thing, because he might be looking out for us.
Look at this guy. His shirt is so trashy. It gives cult vibes. Cult vibes. Cult vibes. This is a cult right here. Look at his shirt. It's a cult. A cult.
The right to have a child, the right not to have a child, and the right to parent the
Period.
children have in safe and healthy communities.
I just got done crying because I'm terrified of getting COVID. And then I realized this is going to be the rest of my life. Like, I'm going to have to live like this for the rest of my life. And a big F you if you don't care about COVID and don't care about other people.
You know, I see a lot of people on here talking about how Robin, the Minneapolis caregiver, was a detransitioner. Well, you want to know something? She was probably bullied by the church and by her own mother into detransitioning. Can almost guarantee it. You see what happens when you bully people into detransitioning? Trying to use conversion therapy and all that other crap. Yeah. Keep doing that. Let's see how that works out for y'all.
Well, that's kind of funny and convenient, so you can just stick with your narrative. You're thinking that church bullied this individual into detransitioning. You just tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself, whatever makes you feel better, whatever makes you put your head down in a pillow at night and sleep peacefully. Go ahead. But the truth is, the rest of your community doesn't seem to feel this way. I'm seeing a lot of hypocrisy here. Usually, if you misgendered somebody, that's a huge problem. It's almost a hate crime, right? But now I'm seeing people that are transgender themselves that are refusing to acknowledge this person as a she. They want to label this person as a cis white man, when this person clearly identified as a woman. But no, what's going on? It seems like the transgender community is just like the liberals and the Democrats. They will easily eat their own to keep the narrative going. They just took this person and chucked him right under the bus. And who blames him? The guy went in and shot up a bunch of little kids. But you thought it was a good idea to jump in front of your camera like most liberals and other mentally ill people do and hit that record button. But the difference is here, you thought it would be a good idea to put a little soft threat out there in the end. Do you really think think that that was a smart move? Your community is already taking some heat over this situation here. Now, I know a lot of you want to say, well, hey, this is not really a transgender issue. Most of these type of situations, we didn't even have our hands in. It's usually always a straight white male. Okay, there has been situations like that in the past. I'll label it more as people that lean to the left is where this seems to happen. Don't get me wrong, there's people that lean right where this has happened as well. But as of late, as of the past few years, there's a very obvious pattern here that you can't really run away from. So instead of finger pointing and pointing in every other direction just to try and keep the spotlight off yourselves, why don't you guys actually try and address it? These mass school shootings come down to one thing. No matter what anybody else wants to tell you that, oh, it's the guns, we gotta disarm people, this will all stop. No, that's complete bullshit. It would not stop. Disarming legal, law-abiding citizens is not going to keep the illegal guns off of your streets. What the main issue is here, and there's no political points about this, it comes down to mental illness. Somebody who is willing to walk into a room with other people with the intent of taking their lives away, they're mentally ill. The gun's not mentally ill. It's the person that's pulling the trigger that's mentally ill. That's the real issue that needs to be solved here. So to the people in the transgender community and other people that are not even in the community that feel the need to hop in front of cameras the past 2 to 3 days with their main focus being defending the transgender community, that's a problem. That's not addressing the issue at all. That's deflecting. That's, hey, don't look over here. And when you're intentionally putting the spotlight on yourself with the intent of saying, hey, don't put the spotlight on us, that's a little bit of an admission of guilt, isn't it? And I'm not saying that you feel guilty, it's that you know that your community has some guilt in this situation nowadays. Again, the past few occurrences of this situation in particular, there's a pattern.
It's Saturday morning. I am currently on my way to Cleveland. And as I'm scrolling, people keep talking about the pizza deliveries to the Pentagon and how nobody has seen this motherfucker. Holy shit. Could it be? Could it fucking be? Wouldn't that be a way to fucking celebrate this fucking weekend? Oh my God! Could it be? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Maybe the Kinkles got him. Maybe the McDonald's has kicked it.
For some reason, my long, unkempt hair makes MAGA men really, really angry on the internet and makes them want to leave mean comments about my hair, which is just so funny because anytime they leave a mean comment, it just makes me love it even more and realize how fucking good I look. It's giving what it's supposed to be giving.
The Texas bathroom ban is going into effect soon, and I don't get out much, so I don't know if I pass. Which bathroom should I go to, just based on what I look like?
The Texas bathroom ban is about to go into effect, and I just need to ask, what bathroom should I go into based on what I look like? It's called a bathroom ban, meaning it is illegal for you to go into the other bathroom. Does this really need explaining? You belong in the women's bathroom. Hope that clears it up.
The only thing that I wish on you, Donald Trump, is a slow, painful, agonizing death. And I hope to God your heart's the one to do it. Because if it isn't, we're all coming with a big fat Second Amendment that you're not gonna get to spit or shit on this time, buddy. We're coming raw, no lube. So bend the fuck over, fat boy.
In other news, other fucking news, Ashley Babbitt, you know who she is? That insurrectionist, that traitorous fucking piece of shit. Yeah, our fascist government is giving her a full military funeral. Isn't that awesome? Because that's what fascist regimes do. They celebrate fucking pieces of shit. So fuck all you all too. The government and Ashley Babbitt. Fuck you both.
Fuck you. Oh, you know who I'm talking to. You know what I'm talking about. Fuck you. Fuck you for today. Fuck you for yesterday. Fuck you for last week. Fuck you for last month. fuck you for 3 months ago, fuck you for 6 months ago, and fuck you for tomorrow. Because we know there's going to be more shit tomorrow. Actually, fuck you for next week. Fuck you for next month. Fuck you for the next 3 years. Just fuck you. Yeah.
Is he dead? Did he die? Guys, did he die? Is he dead? Did he die? So we can't tell. My fucking God.
So I'm currently walking home from open house, and I really quick wanted to address the situation that happened this morning at a local Catholic school. I don't know any of the kids. I don't know any of the parents. I don't know any of the teachers. I don't know anybody from the situation. But one thing that I'm already seeing is that, and I know people are going to come at me, and you know what? I don't care. Just by the way, we cannot misgender the shooter. Okay? I'm not a professional by any means when it comes to gender, but I've done enough research. I've also spent plenty of time with people that are trans, and we cannot, we should not, and we will not misgender them. We do not misgender somebody just because they did something wrong. The last time I checked, we haven't misgendered any cis white males. And we're also, we need to talk about the mental health issue. Goodness knows we need to talk about the mental health issue. But we're also not formally blaming people with disabilities. We're not blaming people with disabilities, and we're not blaming trans people for what happened. This was the actions of one individual that is part of greater communities. That's all I have to say for now. Again, if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't need to be in my comments.
This clip is 1 minute and 40 seconds long. I stopped 34 seconds in because that's pretty much all I need to hear. She is filming this, I believe, on the same day that this happened, the Minnesota shooting happened. And she's talking about, children that were lost and whatnot. But her main concern is we cannot misgender the shooter. I got a better idea. Why don't you just go screw yourself? Children's lives were lost. Others are injured. There was a few that were still critical in the hospital. And your main concern is to come out in defense of the sick person that shot them, worried about misgendering them. Don't you see this is the problem? Again, it's not the guns. You guys can keep saying it is all you want. It's the person who's holding it, the person with the mental illness that showed up to an area where they knew people were going to be with the intent to erase all those people. And your concern is we can't misgender the shooter. We can't misgender that evil piece of trash. You see, the mental illness problem runs really deep in the United States of America, because not only is it the people that commit acts of violence that obviously suffer from mental illnesses, it's people like this woman right here that enables them, coddles them. She probably really truly feels sorry for the person that went out and just took the lives of 2 children. How on earth can you jump in front of a camera and hit record and defend the shooter, saying it's really important that we don't misgender the shooter? Screw off with that shit. What you sick leftists need to really, really accept here is that you're not the majority in your country, worldwide actually. Let's just go right out of the borders of the country. Worldwide, no matter what country you reside in, people that have this far left crazy ideology, you're the minority. I'm not to say that there's not as many people with liberal mindsets out there, but people that would actually sit here and agree and think that this video is a good idea. You're being heroic. You're standing up. You're showing true strength because you're defending the shooter's gender. When you uploaded this video, you must have realized that this video was going to fall onto eyeballs of people that do not agree with you, and they're the majority. And when your main concern is defending the person's gender over the evil act that they just committed, you're further proving to the rest of society just how deeply embedded the mental illness truly is on the left.
I'm a fat, bald 5'1" faggot with tits who uses a cane, so I'm used to people messing with me on the subway. It happens pretty often, usually doesn't bother me too much because it's just another day at the office. But today, this morning on the 6 train at 9 a.m., a guy starts screaming at me in Spanish, and first of all, no entiendo. Mi español is mal. It's not good. Okay, I don't speak, so I have no fucking clue what you're saying. Whatever. And also, it's like really hard to take a guy trying to hate crime you seriously when he's wearing Crocs. White Crocs too. Those things were in sports mode and they looked terrible. So I was chilling.
Also, if you have ever applied for a loan, you were applying for a handout. So, for all you extremists who are all, stop giving them handouts. Like, did you buy your house flat out? Did you, like, write a check for the full amount for your house's value? No, you did not. You got a loan. You asked for a handout because you couldn't afford a house. The credit system is a handout. And the fact that most of you can't see this. Like, go back to school.
I legally changed my name to Caroline Melissa Taylor because of Taylor Swift. And if you don't like that, go touch grass. Also, if anyone can let Taylor know, because I still don't know whether or not she knows I did this.
So you add Taylor as your last name. I guess you must be a really big fan here. And then you're wondering if Taylor Swift knows if you change your name to match her name, which would probably creep her out. And you're telling people to go touch grass.
Can anybody explain to me that if it's not a gun problem, it's a people problem, then why are we going to let the problem have the guns? That's all I'm wondering. Can anybody explain that to me, please?
We are not angry enough, okay? We are not angry enough. We are not angry enough. I don't even know where to put my rage anymore. I don't even know where to put my rage anymore. But it cannot continue like this. We need everyone to start boycotting as much as we can. There is enough information on all the BDS targets. Stop buying McDonald's. Stop buying Starbucks. Stop consuming shit that you don't need from companies that are complicit in genocide.
I will also accept that you identify as a different gender in the same way that you can identify as a different race. Wasn't the president of the NAACP technically white?
No. So you should not be able to identify as a different race.
Whatever category you fall under, whatever your experiences are...
That means nothing. Your experiences mean nothing to truth.
Your experiences mean nothing to truth.
Yes, truth is incontrovertible.
Your experiences mean nothing
so, for example,
to truth.
Yes.
That is the entire basis of social science.
Which is, it makes it not a science.
Trauma-informed care, evidence-based
so
practice.
I believe I am a bobcat. Agree or disagree?
Well, to be honest, I don't
That's
know.
My truth.
And I don't know. And maybe that is what you believe.
If I said that, I would be out of my mind.
Well, I would sit down and I would process that with you. And
no, you would say you're out of your mind.
Damn, that comment aged like fucking milk, didn't it? Turns out that Minneapolis shooter wasn't LGBTQ after all. I hate to be the one to pull the rug out from under you when you're trying to use the death of an 8-year-old and the death of a 10-year-old to further your political narrative. According to the Shooter's Manifesto, they were doing something called transmaxing. Now, don't feel bad if you don't know what this is. I didn't know what it was either, so I had to go research. Transmaxing is when a far-right incel from a subsect online group transitions from male to female to try to take advantage of any perceived societal benefits. But at the same time, they cause extreme damage to the LGBTQ community because they uphold like transphobic stereotypes and shit. You feel me? Now, all that being said, the statistics just don't back up your fucking statement. Only 2% of mass shootings are carried out by trans folks. And at the same time, a whopping 90% are carried out by right-wing extremists such as neo-Nazis and fascists.
Okay, so this guy here is expecting us to believe now. You know what? It's like, hey, if we can't take the spotlight off of the transgender community, let's just completely lie and say, hey, turns out he wasn't even LGBTQ+. We're not talking about LGBTQ+. We're talking about mental illness with somebody who was transitioning, who wanted to detransition afterwards. And yes, in the manifesto even said, I shouldn't have brainwashed myself. You can try and take the spotlight off them all you want. We're not coming out there to persecute the transgender community. We're just pointing out an obvious pattern that's been going on lately. So if you want to look at yourself like, hey, you're being empathetic with your guys' fake empathy, and that you're an ally, anybody that coddles to this community and lets them believe that they can live in a fantasy land and makes them feel that they have the right to walk into a room, that people must address them the way that they fantasize themselves. I know you guys think that you're being nice to them, but you're actually hurting them. So uploading a video online full of lies, trying to say now, this is the impression I'm getting here. What this guy's trying to say is that this shooter in Minnesota was a far-right extremist that was out there to try and intentionally hurt the LGBTQ community. So what he's asking us to do here is ignore what our eyes have seen, what the manifesto actually said, and to trust the research that he had done. And we're supposed to say, oh shit, okay, sorry. I misunderstood. I didn't know what transmaxing was. So it turns out this guy was actually super far right and he wasn't part of the LGBTQ plus community. We were wrong. This is what he's hoping for by uploading this video here. You liberals, you just don't seem to get it, do you? We're not like you guys. We don't just believe any bullshit that's said to us over a screen. We don't fall for the propaganda as easy as you guys do. We can actually detach, step back, analyze the situation and say, oh shit, it's pretty obvious what the problem is here. You guys just can't seem to do this. Once again, you're all supposed to be so highly educated, empathetic, critical thinking, pattern, all that other bullshit that you guys always claim that you have, yet you can't seem to utilize any of these skills whatsoever. So go ahead and keep filming videos like this, keep posting them online, because the only people that agree with you, the only people that you're actually even convincing even further down the line of your narrative are people that already have the same thought process that you do. You're not gaining any ground here. These people all think that they're allies too. They all think that they're helping the trans community here. But I mean, again, let's talk about another pattern. After this situation happened, there was a lot of videos that were being posted online on TikTok in defense of the trans community before there was even videos out there accusing the trans community. Put that one together. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you guys are new to the channel and you're not subscribed as of yet, please consider doing so. If not, if you can interact with the video in one way or another, either by liking, commenting, sharing, help me out with that algorithm. It's really been kicking me in the butt lately. I still do have one more video lined up for you guys, and until next video, have a good one, guys.
Guys, like, I can't sleep. I'm literally like, I was about to go to bed. I was tired. And then like, I thought about it happening. Like, my body and soul started like elevating. But it's also like, this is my job. So it's like, if it is like floating in the ether that it could have happened, like then obviously like I'm not going to go to bed because I'd like to be up for that to report it, because it's a big piece to report. It's also the most important day of my life. So, but that being said, it is like a really scary concept to think of J.D. Vance being president, and I'm not really thrilled about that either. I'm actually not thrilled about that at all. I'm actually petrified about that. So yeah. Anyways, I just feel like the astrologers saying a date this week, and like so many people having picked this date and so many other things going around, like y'all can believe in astrology or not, but if they got that day, if they got around that date right, I'm gonna be one with astrology for the rest of my life. Also, I'm seeing comments people like, I voted for Kamala, but I don't wish death upon anyone. Shut up. Shut